Welcome, everyone, to yet another quarterfinals matchup. This will be our final one. It's going to be between Evolution and Esper51. Evolution comes in as the second seed from Group D. Esper, the first seed from my own group in Group A, showed up here. And I'd also like to introduce my co-host for today, Mr. Math.
Hey. Mr. Math 101 here. How's it going?
It's good to have you. And unfortunately, he didn't play in either group with these players, so he wasn't in their group, but he has played with these players before. So, Math, what's some of your initial take coming into this match?
Initial take is both are great jumpers. Similar styles. They were teammates. Me and I will actually played against them in a tag tournament, and I got to see them up close and personal.
Shit.
And
well, it's okay. Continue. Go ahead and continue. I just accidentally clicked my mouse.
No, they're both just great, fast jumpers. A lot of blazing. That's what I'm saying. A lot of blazing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really interesting matchup as we go in. Both of them are starting pretty low aura here. As you said, they were teammates, but they didn't really mesh in the tag tournament. That was one of the interesting things there. Their styles never really came together.
There's a hang right there.
Yeah, or at least an attempt. He has to get all three boxes for the hang to stick. He does get it down.
From Esper. I've never seen Esper really. Well, no, I've seen him hang once, but
he'll hang unison occasionally. I know he said he was going to make a new arsenal for this, so I guess we're seeing it now.
Huh.
Does connect with that blazing bullet. But one of the interesting things is, like I said, they never really meshed in the tag tournament, and so it's going to be interesting to see which of them ends up dominant here after they had so much clash in styles.
Absolutely. Looks like he just tried to return to nature and it did not work. That must mean
that must be
has that orb on.
It could possibly be an amulet, but we haven't seen Faith yet, so we have to assume it's an orb. I didn't see the aura count when it happened, so I can't say exactly how much it took away when he used to return to nature. Ooh, that was a nice manual aim.
Yeah.
And the other thing to note is Evolution had an environmental in hand, so it's a, we're not sure. He may have played a real debilitating arsenal and now not able to get that off because he can't get rid of Esper's environmental.
That's one thing this is one reason I don't play environmentals that much, because if you build a deck around them and somebody's plants before you, your whole arsenal's screwed.
Yeah, no, it's really starting to look pretty bad for Evolution as he continues to get chipped away with this.
Oh, there we go.
He does get a hit in on Esper. Esper has an easy way to stay on blazing, though, but Evolution can also regain health with this Enviro.
Yeah. So that's dual-sided sword right there. Are you trying to keep your guy in the game, or are you trying to finish him off?
There we go. Does knock him off of blazing. I mean, Evolution had his own blazing bullet, so in a way he could keep himself on blazing if he so chose.
Yeah, there was two aura right there sitting for him, so I was wondering if
he may have already dropped it. Ooh, the fortress doesn't come out in time. Esper's off of blazing again.
And Esper has no aura waiting for him, so he's not going to be on it anytime soon. Huh. A little bit of fake out. Yep, no.
Ooh, he does get him.
Whoa.
Once again, Evolution able to crack through the fortress. And another
sword cancel.
Evolution's flame sword is devastating right now.
Wow.
Esper is so far off of blazing, despite the environmental, he may not make it back. Possibly, no, he still has the orb. It's not going to be the healing water. We do see him fake an ice sword, though. Oh, that one does connect. Oh, boy.
To the fire.
That was close. Evolution does manage to create the distance he needs to get away from the fire Gehenna. Looks like a turbulence comes out, but that's either an
Huh.
orb or an amulet out of Evolution as well.
Yeah, so that must have been an amulet out of Esper at the beginning, since it's gone
Yeah.
now.
So that means he does have faith, which we did see the Fire Gehenna, so sensibly enough, yes, he has faith. Still low on health, though. Has the Fortress, which can stop this
Oh,
Flame Sword,
and
but there
there's
goes the Guard of Water, catches the Ice Sword. And Esper could throw another Fire Gehenna, but he'd be in real dangerous territory at that point.
And you know, I was just saying there's a little slight switch in the meta, man. The Guard of Water it's coming back big time in these close matches.
Well, I wouldn't even
It's
say
saving
coming
lives.
back. Like, that's straight up new. I've never seen a meta where Guard of Water was a thing, let alone even, like, an option. 1v1, this tournament has really brought out a lot of new stuff in the meta, and Guard of Water is possibly the most interesting. Like, I guess it's still usable in tag, but it's so clutch sometimes in the 1v1.
Oh.
Evolution
Slide
tries to
move
go with
by
the
Evo.
cheeky move there. Almost gets it. But remember, Esper is one shot away from dying.
Yeah.
Without picking up aura, one Flame Sword kills him.
Esper made a nice little comeback in this one because he was under fire earlier.
You mean
and
Evolution?
He held it together. I mean, yes, Evolution. He
Yeah,
held it
Evolution
together
really
and
has
came
him on the
back.
back foot. And it's something I've said before, is that Esper has a very binary style. Anytime he tries to switch it up or play something different, he doesn't play as well. While we still see the Blazing in the Ice Sword, this little trick with the environmental and that doesn't seem to be working out in his favor. And Evolution is matching his aggression and his mechanical prowess.
I wonder if he's trying to hold tight for aura to get, from the environmental.
Well, and the thing is he's not blocking with the Fortress either.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
It doesn't catch it, though.
Oh, wow. He's walking the sword. Some good
He
moves.
picks up an R particle, so now he is not going to die in one shot. That also gives him 2 Fire Gehenna shots if he kept it instead of the Ice Sword, but it's possible he kept the Ice Sword instead. Now at 7 health, it would take 3 Flame Swords to kill him now, so that is a significantly better place to fight from.
It looks like Evil just dropped his flame sword.
It's very possible that he's going to go for the Violent Change. That might be what he has in hand. Because we have seen some of the Faith moves out of him as well.
Yeah. Here comes Esper. Up
There's
there we
one.
go. You called it.
Maybe he has a second. He might just have been
Oh.
waiting for him to get to 6 capsules.
Yep. And he has the whoop. Ooh. Oh,
Guard of
the
Water
Guard of
blocks
Water.
it.
And there we go. There we go. Now
Esper
he's gotta stay
would
alive.
have to kill him with a Fire of Gehenna before he bleeds out, and that's it. Game 1 goes to Evolution, and Esper clearly a little tilted there. Game 1, Evolution is here to play. It's worth noting that up to this point, the second seed has won every matchup. No first seed has beaten their second seed opponent. Happened in the Guinan versus Xanxus series. It happened with me versus Shadow Shield, and it happened with you versus Some Poor Choices.
The underdogs.
Are we going to
coming
see it
through.
here? Are we going to see Evolution pull off the upset and put Esper in his place?
That would be something to see. That's a grudge match just building right there. I'm interested.
Yeah. No, this is going to be interesting. And remember, oh, that's right. Yeah, Highways banned. I was going to point out, for those listening, they elected, this rarely happens because usually one player doesn't want to or nobody brings it up. They have elected to be able to listen to us during this cast, by the way. So
Which is
I guess I
plus
shouldn't
and a
I
minus.
shouldn't have guessed about the violent change there. That tips off Esper a little bit. I feel bad
Yeah,
now. I got so into the match I forgot.
Yeah, there's a little bit of tipping going right there, man. That's interesting. I'm sorry, I can't contain it, guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we go into Panorama. Evolution coming in hot and heavy. Got to see if he's able to keep up the momentum here. Another 2 aura start for Esper. Holding on to an environmental once again. You gotta wonder what he wants to pull out here. Evolution playing.
Evo's
Who knows?
like
he's
almost
got
ready
another
to go.
Faith deck. But yeah, it's 7 aura. He's got a green and a red in hand. Like, he looks like he's right where he wants to be.
And there we go.
Oh, is that the reduce entropy down there? And it's hung. I'm pretty sure.
Uh-oh.
Let me get a view down there. We were watching Evo on my camera.
You
Yes,
know
it is hung.
Perfect. That's perfect blazing. Perfect blazing setup.
You can't use blazing sword, but you can use blazing bullet.
Yep, and that's his go-to. You always see Esper with a blazing bullet. I don't think I've ever played the guy one time and not seen the blazing bullet.
We'll have to see here. Evolution uses
Mephisto's?
Mephisto's there.
Ooh.
Finds his reincarnation. I mean, so at least he can fight, right? You know, he hopefully got a shield that he can use. The reincarnation. He's not going to be able to get that there.
Yeah.
I've worked with
It's
the...
impossible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eliminate comes down already. Esper going deep on the pops. It's only the Eliminate, though. It doesn't have a Shatter. Evolution probably doesn't care much about Aura right now.
Oh, and there we go. Coming in hot. He must have like a fortress or something like that if he's not blocking. Oh, actually, he's running the Faith. Have we seen any,
I haven't seen Nature yet. That's a laser shell.
There we go.
So Faith Optic. I'm guessing he's running Ricochet deck. And
That's tough.
doesn't have a way to deal with the environmental. So he's now reliant on the reincarnation to keep him alive here in this match.
Yeah, he's on a pretty big deficit as of right now.
I mean, at this point, he has the shield he can block with. He has the reincarnation. It honestly might just be best to play for the draw at this point. If he has a trance in there, he might be able to break the Angel's Wing with trance reincarnation, but he doesn't have a lot of health, so it get risky the more he uses, especially if he keeps eating these manual aims. Does manage to tag back, has an Angel's Wing now. It's worth noting this is Faith Optic out of both players. Is getting some meaningful damage down, but he eats another Vibration Laser trying to go through his own deck. Is turning into a slugfest. Esper decides to go for the pop. Surprised that we didn't see the reincarnation. 2 hits left onto Esper, 1 for Evolution.
Oh, that was close.
This is getting close. Evolution has made some real headway in coming back. Esper's manual aim's not connecting the past few times.
Leaving him open for a little bit of counteraction on him.
He's got to be careful with those pillars.
Oh,
and it does connect. That manual aim takes game 2 for Esper on Panorama, and we'll be heading to City, tied up 1-1. That was a close match, though. I think
that was a good one.
Esper's still been on the back foot a bit this series, out of his comfort zone. We'll have to see if Evolution can keep him there and pick up another win on City.
Esper going the environmental route. I'm a little surprised, but
yeah, a double hang out of Esper51.
Hey, you know, if it works, go for it.
Well, the first one really didn't play out that well for him. Not a bad tactic, honestly. I didn't really see the healing waters there to augment it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more of like a self-sustaining blazing deck, but I didn't see him get the aura like he needed to sustain that, if that is what he was going for.
It was a good read on Panorama, though. He got Evolution, likely in a Ricochet deck, where all he had left afterwards was the reincarnation, and it worked really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any predictions on what kind of arsenal you're going to see here?
You know what? I gotta say, I think they're gonna go with the old faithful, man. You know, just a lot of debris, blazing bullets, in and out.
All right, we see them go aggressive already. Esper in Evolution space with the blazing. Evolution playing a cartwheeler now.
Oh.
Esper does fall off the map.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice that. Evolution
Oh,
switched it up.
Yeah, and he's looking to hang, it looks like. Oh, goodness.
See, that's tough. When you're on a jump pad and going to hang on and going on those signs, you always break them. It's so tough to do.
It's really hard to do as a
cartwheeler.
cartwheeler, yeah. As a jumper, not nearly as hard. And
Yep.
Evolution is just taking so much damage.
Yeah, and this is one of the cartwheel's bane because Ice Sword is one of the harder swords to dodge. Possible, but you've got to be a pretty well-vetted cartwheeler to actually do it. And I don't know if Evil plays it that much. I've usually seen him as a jumper.
Yeah, this is brutal so far. Finally catches the blazing bullet. Esper still has an ice sword, though. I know that much. It looks like he's given up at this point on the environmental. Or he does lay.
Oh.
The chaos goes down, but he does fall to the blazing sword, and that's going to be game 3 going to Esper. Game point on the line as we move into refinery.
Yeah, he moved in quick with that blazing bullet and blazing sword, and Evo just couldn't recover fast enough.
Yeah, Evolution looking to lose a little steam here, needs to collect himself and bring something here to get the momentum back if he wants to keep this series going. Esper51 at game point on refinery. That one was a pretty bread and butter from Esper51. We saw 2 hangs, and then we saw what we expected to see with the blazing rush and an ice sword. We'll have to see what he chooses to bring here on refinery, and it'll be interesting to see what Evolution decides to do. It looks like he's sticking with the cartwheeler now. See another low aura start for Esper. Level amp comes out of Evolution. Alright. Evolution's got a nice healthy start here. Esper looks like he's at a loss here and going to be in overwrite mode.
Yeah, that and I don't see any aura at his base, so...
No, he's going to be having a hard time here. Evolution now up to 8 with a level amp. We have to assume that he's going for vibration or perhaps some other form of chicanery.
Yeah,
now at 10. Another level amp.
I don't want to call out, but I'm thinking, I'm taking it's either going to be charged particle, maybe?
Could be the vibration and he just doesn't have the attacks yet. I don't know, he's holding something in hand there. Esper now moves in, looking to possibly put some pressure down. See the flame sword go. Evolution's invisible now. Esper does try to manual aim it, but no success there. Not sure what he's going for with this optical camo. 3 shields now. Overwrites one of them. He's digging through this really fast.
Yeah, I mean,
Esper not really known for popping.
I'm very surprised he's not attacking yet.
Yeah, I mean, Esper's not really known for popping, so I guess it's not too risky as long as you can get through Esper's shields. If he has too many array shields, at some point Evolution would be out of attacks.
Esper's been acting out of bag this last few matches. I've never seen him play so many environmentals, so who knows? He might have a diabolical trick in there somewhere.
No, we see that he was a little uncomfortable with some of them. You know, like one thing I've noticed is the more I've used capsule poppers, the more I've gotten skilled with them. takes a lot of finesse to do it correctly without getting, you know, just murdered in their own spawn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless Esper is just packing a couple of violent changes.
Evil's down to 10, and he has not attacked yet.
Which I can tell you, at
I
least
don't
some of my arsenals, this would be my wet dream, you know, seeing Evo at 7 capsules
Yeah.
while I'm at 21.
Violent change. Violent change.
He's got an environmental now.
What is that?
You gotta wonder what he's working towards. Looks like he
Search
wants
for a
to
spot to
hang the
hang it.
environmental.
Yeah, as
But
a
he's
jump,
not
as
sure
a cart
how.
wheeler, it's tough. It's just tough. Oh, a demon's wing.
Oh, and right as he goes to lay it, Esper hangs
Esper
the
dropped
unison.
Oh my god.
Oh man, the Esper special.
That's tough, man. That could have really hurt his deck right there.
See, I feel like Evolution's setting up for something big here, and Esper is playing it nice and slow. Basically, it almost feels like he's calling the bluff.
And Esper's just randomly jumping around.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's going for. Finally decides to try and put some damage down onto Evolution, who he's standing here with 14 aura, a purple and a red. He overrode his shields. He had 3 at one point. Overrode them.
And he just cartwheeled off. Huh.
Okay. Maybe he wants to get down to like a Agony's Lucifer's Arrow, something like that.
Basically, that's super risky.
That's the last use of the ice sword there. Oh, I guess he has 2.
And there's the balance. Oh, was that a DK?
No, that was a Judge of Ares.
Huh.
What's the
Him being
play
so
here?
low. Oh.
Rose, it's the Judge! And he snaps the fortress. Esper's able to pick it up at just the last second. Oh, he was going for the cheeky...
God.
The Judge of Ares into the Judge of... Judge into Judge. Judge of Ares into Judge of Anubis.
Risky.
What a strat. And he throws it out again. Suicides.
Yeah, so
But if that had actually connected, that would have been some style points. Esper is just barely able to pick up a shield there at the end. And that will be a 3-1 victory for Esper, granting him a berth in the semifinals. And he'll be facing Guinan next.
very risky plays.
Lucky fucker.